Mm. A ver si lo hago chiquitito. No creo que esta mierda funcione. A ver. Oh, la wea pirata, weón. Volviste artificial. Puta, hermano. Me botaron el stream. Pi. Ahora tengo que hacer una reglina. Aquí por acá. Dame un segundito. Espero que se escuche.
The combat cast starts now.
Everyone, welcome to the latest edition of the Combat Cast. I am Tyler.
Stephanie, the QA lead at NetherRealm.
Derek can't be here today, so
Hay que rezarle al de arriba porque no me den de baja.
And before we get to all
¿Se
the
escucha
information from the
el combat?
Combat Cast today, we know one of the main reasons you're here is to see a very special video. Stephanie, I know you're a huge
Bueno,
fan.
prefiero esto que el
my
portugués.
favorite movie.
I'll let you do the
I've
honors.
never been more stoked to work on a guest character. So here we go. The world premiere, the exclusive, the Ghostface trailer.
Take a look.
Finalmente contenido de... ¿Qué es esta mierda?
That anyone could be so cold-hearted.
Are you really one to be throwing stones?
¡Ah! Otro diálogo. Ya no me tiré la pelea tampoco, weón. Finalmente, contenido que todavía no vimos. Se supone que no estoy baneado de momento. ¿Sí? Nah.
Fight!
Qué wea Rambo, weón. Se puede mejorar en la carrera.
You've got quite a scream.
I will be glad to let you hear it.
No, no se mejora, sino que se cambia de lado. Esta patada tenía fuego. ¿Ya? Cambia de lado.
I love I can kill you again and again.
You will not succeed even once.
Ah, bueno. Este está bastante bueno. ¿Ya? Sí. Espera, ¿qué? ¿Qué es esa wea, weón? No, me estáis jodiendo el pata. Tenido el 3 Ghostface en total, weón.
Finish him.
Qué buen contenido, hijo de su puta madre. Qué buen... Este es el primero, ¿no?
What? Oh, come on!
Segundo,
Bullshit!
segundo.
He's a dude with a knife!
Buenísimo. Buenísimo, weón.
Fatality.
See you soon.
Ghostface wins.
Nah.
Flawless victory.
Buenardo. Un buitre.
There it is. Ghostface.
Muy bueno.
Insane.
Muy
Like,
bueno.
so many iconic moments from the history of that character.
I mean, Roger Jackson's incredible voice. I love the fatality being fourth wall meta, which is, you know, always been one of the hallmarks of the series. The great animations on all the grabs and everything. It's
The crawl, the knives.
Como cualquier cosa.
There's so many amazing things that Ghostface is iconic for.
right.
Tiene
in
el
that
poder,
little
tiene el
3.5
guión de su
minute
lado
chunk.
también.
Really cool. And you're all going to love playing Ghostface, and we're going to talk about Ghostface later in the show. But before we do that, we do want to talk about some things that are upcoming with the
De
release
momento
of
no
Ghostface.
dan de
And
baja
one
el
of
tren,
those is
así que
we have
estamos
some
bien,
new
estamos
season
bien.
notes. Scorpion is
Lástima que
back.
todo el resto
Yes,
se
the
fueron,
season of
pero
the
estamos
Spectre.
lo justo y
But-
necesario. Está bien.
Some new things we're adding to it.
Yeah, so this time around with the Season of the Spectre, we're updating encounters that will have some newer mini games. Here's a big one. Chest keys are no longer consumable items, but they stack. So all those people like myself who go and buy a bunch of keys,
Same.
you're going to have space. There's some new exclusive skins to unlock, especially one highly requested
Sí,
Natara
suscripción y
skin
para la
will be somewhere in the season. Players can also unlock Season 1 Combat League palettes throughout the Season 1 of Invasions. We've also added some new character relics to give
¿Dijeron ahí de la Combat
characters some
League?
additional new moves.
And there might be a new cashew.
Oh, cashew, okay. Some new cashew stuff. Another thing that's coming very soon is a thing,
Yo tampoco.
a feature that I'm excited about that's going to help players from all
Ah, le quiero
levels.
decir el gringo Yota, weón, no tiene
And it's a
español, los
replay
weones.
takeover function. It's a function where you'll be able to
Mi papá trabaja en
play a
Mortal
match,
Kombat.
watch the video of that match, stop that match where you want to, and take over either character.
Right. So, we play online.
Mhm.
You beat me pretty bad. You do some setup I've never
come
even
on.
seen before. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
So I can go to the replay and actually take control after that setup you used and kind of try different options. Let's check it out.
Yeah. So, Cyrax, bomb setups on Reiko.
Bombs and goo.
What are you going to do? Well, with Replay Takeover, you just take over, you're now Reiko. You're going to get out of this setup. So what's the first thing you try to do?
What the fuck, ahí?
Always try to block. Nope, command grab. So that's not going to work. Now, maybe you try to delay wake up.
All right.
Not still
Nope.
stuck in the blender.
Still got the bombs.
Now let's neutral.
Okay. That'd be usually one of my go-tos.
Enhanced bomb gets you. So what do most
Ya,
great
eso
players
sí que
do?
está loco, weón.
Mash.
Mash very, very hard.
And mashing doesn't work.
Well, surely there's something.
Now let's try jumping out of the corner.
And there you go.
Misses the command grab, hits their own fatal
Se lo
blow.
culearon.
In three.
Igual que en el tráiler, digo, en el gameplay. Igual que en la partida.
So that is how Replay Takeover can work and teach you how to play.
Right, and one of the things that's challenging about
Está re
fighting
loco.
games is you might fight someone, maybe it's in a combat league, maybe it's an actual tournament, and they defeat you with this strategy you've never seen before, and maybe they're not available to play casuals, or maybe
Right.
they don't want to help you. Maybe they're like, I'm not sharing my strats, save that for nationals. So what you can do is actually use the replay, take control of it. You can look at the options without having to get help from other people.
And it's also not even about like trying to get out of setups. You can also, could I have done something different on this combo to end this round? Because you're in a certain situation. How much damage do I need to do? Would this have helped more? Little
Right.
bits and pieces of your gameplay can be improved by using the Replay Takeover.
And I think this will be awesome. Like you said, all skill levels. People who are already good and want to get into real granular stuff, but also people that aspire to be good and they just need more help and more tools understanding how to get good.
And honestly, when you talk about players like
Pero qué cuático
sort of
igual,
on the
poder
curve
lograr
of
eso.
good to bad, not bad, but newer players, even things, small things like punish timings.
Oh, exactly.
Like
right.
even the easiest like special move, how do I punish this? Try it over and over and over again.
Right, you're fighting a smoke player. They're really killing you with that teleport. You're making the right guess, but you're not sure what to do after it.
Right.
This can help.
And you can pick just different parts of the match where you were like, if I would have done a little something different, what is that different? You can now find out.
It's very neat to say, how advanced these things are to help people. Back in my day, back in the 1970s, we didn't even have frame data. We were just guessing. We were just making it up.
If you only had this.
Right.
So we also, before we get on to the main event of, you're going to show everyone how to play Ghostface, we're going to talk about some balance stuff. And I know that people love these new videos we've been putting out and showing the new balance changes. We have some characters today that I think people are going to be really excited to hear have some very cool changes coming.
And a couple of these are some of the ones that have been, heavily requested.
Yes.
Like, please touch my character. Give me something new to play with.
Right. So I got my notes here.
No creo que me lo den de baja por esto, pero a ver.
Before we show the video, so you can kind of get an eagle eye on what we're talking about, you're going to see. Because some of these videos have multiple pieces.
And there might be a sneak peek of some new skins.
Ya,
Possible.
vale, Mako.
First, we're talking
Vale,
about
vale.
Ashra.
Veamos qué guay. Ashra.
Her enhanced moves can now swap stances by holding stance switch.
Supongo que van a
you're able
mostrar lo que
more
están
quickly
arreglando,
to
po.
switch in and out of stances, which can help you stack damage. And you'll see in this also, the Frost cameo can use her Ice Crash and explode her own frost
No sé qué
wall
configuré ahí, pero-
to launch the opponent.
I also think it'd be worth looking at up blocking Cyrex's back too, because there's something unique about the second hit.
And you're going to see that right now.
Right now.
Some awesome changes for Ashra and the other characters as well. Just giving Ashra a little more speed when it comes to switching in and out of her
Puta, es que me gusta tener la
Right, I
pantallita de
think
ahí,
one of the
weón.
cool things our design team's done with MK1 is the balance
rework.
changes aren't necessarily about making a strong character worse or
Yeah.
a bad character good. It's also how can we kind of tinker with the game balance to just more tools, more fun, more player expression. So I think like the Ashra one and Smoke one we're about to talk about. I think
We'll be
is
talking about
really
Smoke
cool
here in a
for
bit
that.
too. Let's go on to Garrus though. Garrus now, his enhanced command grab allows
Mira,
for cameo
Tito.
follow-ups anywhere on the screen. Be a lot easier to understand if you just take a look here.
Puta, si estuviera el Kevin aquí me explicaría qué chucha le agregaron, weón.
Player.
Really is.
Right.
Here's a good one. Serena. We got some changes for Serena. And you have to really watch this video. Let me explain it real quickly. So Serena has a new rune which grants damage buff and super meter regen over time when you're in it. So in this video, you're going to see Quan do a breaker, then an EX move shortly thereafter because he's in Serena's new rune. So that's like 4 bars of super meter in like 5 seconds. Let's take a look.
Guitarra clásica. Uy, mira cómo se sacó esos prohibidos.
Excellent.
Giro, guitarra clásica.
Constant offense. More and more EX moves.
It really helps you pass the bar exam.
Ahora tengo que actuar como que estoy ahí en la
I liked
pantallita
it.
también.
I liked it. Smoke
sí,
fans.
sí,
We've
mi
heard from
estimado
Smoke
Gordos.
fans. Fans want something new to play with, and I think you're gonna be really excited about this. From what I hear from QA, it really changes up how the character plays quite a bit. Smoke can now perform his vicious vapors back forward 3 smoke dash in the air, which lets him combo off
Yo
some
diría
moves
que
he
el
never
Quan
could
Chi es
before,
más
and the
no diría que es muy similar al
advanced version,
antiguo.
pardon me, will restand the opponent. And you're also
Hijo
gonna
de
see in
perra,
this
no
video, you
jodan.
see Homelander, his forward 4
Como que
now
va a usar
gets
el dash
mid.
en el aire.
Just some more stuff for Homelander and especially for Smoke. Smoke fans rejoice. Check it out.
¿O Homelander? ¡No! 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 No, deberían nerfearlo,
Smoke
weón.
changes fire.
No, nerfearlo.
You're on it today. You're really on it. Finally, another character that we hear a lot about. Vocal
Weón, esos
community,
cánceres no cuestan
Sub-Zero.
nada.
Sub-Zero
cuestan barra.
triple clone now allows him to perform multiple freezes in one combo. Sub-Zero slide also now switches sides always, which allows for cameo
Bueno,
follow-ups
Sub-Zero
or to
a
pop
ese
up into
muerto.
clone.
Miau.
You can also perform the old spear follow-ups by holding 3 as you do the slide.
Hijo de
Lot of words there.
Basically, big combo opportunities.
Yeah. And let's take a look at those.
¡Ay! ¡No! Pulento, ya, eso sí está pulento. Ya está pulento, está
And
muy
there we
buena
are,
esa
some
mierda.
new
Lo que sí,
frozen
si te das
toys
cuenta,
for
los
Sub-Zero to play with.
clones
Right,
salieron
and
un
now
poquito
they can
más
chill out.
separados.
Okay, you're 3 for 3. I gotta say. So those are some of the balance patches. We will have some balance patch notes coming very soon. Pay attention to social media, and you'll be able to see those. But I think the main course today, we've already shown the trailer, which was everyone came for, obviously.
Right.
We need to talk about Ghostface and how to play Ghostface. So first, before we start, like I always ask you, who is a Ghostface player? How does Ghostface play?
I would describe Ghostface as kind of a jack of all trades because
Es que ahora que me fijo tengo que mandar
one
a
of
hacer
the
un
key
overlay,
things
weón.
about Ghostface from the Scream movies is there's always more than one.
Got it.
With the exception of Roman,
Puta
the
madre,
very
weón.
underrated Scream 3. They
Spoilers.
always, that movie's 20 years old, but they always work as a group, sometimes two. There's been 3, and in this game there's actually 3. There's the original Ghostface killer from the movies. He's been transported to Liu Kang's timeline. He doesn't have his partner. He decides to recruit two members of the Black Dragon clan to help
Okay.
him out, and they are the alternate Ghostface. So
Oye,
he's
se
kind of a
hacen
character that's like
que trabajan en el dragón
almost
negro.
3 characters in one.
Es
And
malo.
that
Me da sentido un
involves
poco
zoning
que
moves,
participa acá, weón.
some really strong grappling moves, combo extenders, moves that hit the opponent from behind, long range command grabs, all kind of neat
Oh.
options, all tied to his ability to
El
work
diablo.
together and to switch in and out.
Jack of all trades.
Right.
All right. You want to take a look?
So let's go in. Let's start with the original Ghostface killer, the default, the one that you're going to play as. Let's see how he works. All right, so before we get any kind of swapping, let's go over the default Ghostface that you start with. The Woodsboro slasher, he's been moved to this timeline. He's ready to get some new, fresh victims, and let's check it out. As you can imagine, he fights with a knife, which means a lot of his attacks are pretty quick and have real good range. I love his standing 2. He's got a little low attack version there. This is one of my favorites. Psycho stabs, just 4-4-4. It's super fun to do, and I love how it looks. One of his best normals is his forward 2. It's like a quick advancing mid.
Nice range.
Exactly.
In the nooch.
You can you can hit confirm into special moves. It's kind of like his main footsies tool.
Ya, esa cadenita.
His back 3 is a very
La
quick
patada me dio
mid.
mucha risa.
You go into this drop kick, which is also his sweep. His uppercut is, you know, a huge range because of his knife. And then lastly, I'd love to show forward 4, which is this combo starter. And he can also do it from the 2-2.
Porque muy rápido no se ve, weón.
1+3, and he yanks him over. So a pretty basic set of normals that have long range. You know, not a lot of tricks and traps or really fancy stuff, but you know,
But that's
pretty
coming.
good speed. Yeah. But his normals are pretty easy to understand.
Right.
Pretty straightforward. So let's go into his special moves. And
Tranquilo,
again,
tranquilo.
these are the special moves that, you know, when you first go into the match, he's going to have these moves. Let's start with his command grab, Father Death. Goes into this
Están haciendo puras cadenas cuerpo a
animation.
cuerpo,
You
weón.
can hold back to throw them in the opposite direction.
Ah, bueno, supongo que los
Could
especiales,
that throw be any more brutal?
Yes, it could.
si fuera a distancia, tendría que ser un
Yes,
personaje
it
soner. po.
certainly could.
Bueno, sus combos
God,
cuerpo a
that
cuerpo
end there,
no
let's
son muy
watch that
largos, así
again.
que
The way, like the struggle to have
son
it
de
go
mucho
all the way
rango, así
through.
que
He is a
ahora debería
nasty,
venirlo.
violent character. He also has this dive move. It's down 4-4, and then he starts crawling on the ground. And from
¿Dónde
there
estoy?
he has
Detrás del sofá.
flash attack, this toe stab, which I absolutely love, and that has an enhanced version where for 2 bars he can actually
Pin you
him
down.
into the ground.
¿Ya?
And the EX version of the down forward 4, the dive, has armor. That's his only armored move besides his fatal blow.
You can take a move,
Exactly.
lay on the ground,
and
start
then
doing
go
your...
into the options,
Yep.
right? And he can also
No sé cómo crees que
fall forward
alguien
as
le
you
podría
saw in the
pegar ahí,
trailer,
weón.
or stand back up. Another move I like to
Ay.
show, and this is by far my favorite animation, maybe in the whole game. I think this
Oh.
animation perfectly captures the character. Down 4-3, a command
Me estáis
device,
jodiendo.
which you then have multiple options to do.
Mira,
So you
Artyom.
can do this quick slice, which is like your fastest option. Then he also
Finalmente,
has
un personaje que puede
overhead,
correr.
which is a little bit slower, and he can do the dive from it, and he can actually do his command grab from it. In fact, most special moves he can do from it.
So, like a horror character, it's terrifying when he's running.
Sí,
at
lo
you
único que
because of
puede
the
correr,
odds.
pues.
Exactly, right. You want to block because of the quick attacks, but if you're blocking, he can go into the Father Death grab,
Right.
or he can go into the dive. He also has an enhanced
¿Cuántos
version of
frames de
the button, which
bloqueo
gives
tendrá esa
him
mierda?
enhanced version of the moves from it. For example, it's an honor, and then an enhanced version of this,
Claro.
and he can do a double enhanced of enhanced run into the enhanced dive. I think one thing you'll notice here with Ghostface is he takes a lot of meter to do his most effective moves. So he's very versatile, very good combos, pretty good mix-ups, good grabs and all that, but he's very meter hungry. It's
Yeah, so
¿Qué
when you
pasó
said
ahí?
like
Rompió la- rompió la agarre,
a lot
güey.
of tricks,
Right.
Still got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, one of the consequences is you're going to be wanting to look at your meter management. Then he has another special move, the backstage pass. So what happens is he leaves the screen and comes
Anda,
back
mira.
around. Because just when you think you escaped him,
Esa mierda
he
está muy
somehow
chistosa,
appears
güey.
behind you, just like any slasher should. And this move has a couple of options. You can hold back, and it'll actually just come back around,
Pero,
or you can hold the button
Ah,
and
pa'l
you
bite,
won't do
pa'l
the
bite, pa'l
attack
bite.
when he comes
sirve
back.
para el bite, sirve para el bite.
So you can like the classic thing of the no mix up. They're staggered like a deer in headlights and you throw them or whatever. And finally, the last kind of default move he has is phone call, where he pulls out this 90s phone, another Ghostface pops up from behind, slashes them in the
Puta, me
back.
gustaría que dijera algo mientras agarra el
It's
teléfono ahí, weón.
amazing. And this also has a couple of different versions.
Tú
You
y la
can
isla,
actually
muy
hold it,
fan, te pegan la
the
puñalada de
little
carne.
weight, and you can either let him go, or you can do the slash, you can hold it, and then do an uppercut to do into a combo, or another one of these amazing animations. You can EX it, and the move transforms into a command grab.
Oh,
Only a real Chad could escape from an attack like that. So, that is kind of the base moveset that the original Ghostface killer
Gancho,
has.
cuchillas.
Let's start talking about the way you swap into the other two killers. Alright, so let's talk about killer swaps.
Ah, ya, sí, mucho Ghostface,
does
ahora
not act
muéstrenme más
alone,
mierda.
usually. And in the game, the original Ghostface from Woodsboro has recruited 2 members of Kano's Black Dragon. We're going to call them the Black Dragon Enforcer and the Black Dragon Assassin. Now, their identities, they're not anonymous.
Right.
I know who they are. You know who they are. But one of the fun things about Scream is the whodunit aspect. You shouldn't figure out who the killer is till the 3rd act reveal. So for this stream, we're not going to name any names. It's up to you to look at the clues, the Easter eggs, and maybe try to figure it out for yourselves. Argue amongst yourselves, spread your theories. But all 3, we're not going to say here.
love it.
I think
Son
that would
personajes
be
conocidos.
very
El
much against
diablo, bro.
the spirit of Scream. So let's go into how killer swapping works. All right, so there are 3 ways that you can swap your killer. The first and most straightforward is his throw. Here's his regular throw. I didn't do anything. I just hit throw. Love the way he picks up that knife. Now, if you hold L1 or L2 when throwing, you will swap
¿Te estáis
killers.
jugando en serio?
This is me as the Black Dragon Enforcer.
Ese se parece al cuchillo de
12
Kano.
seconds. I'll be the Black Dragon
Los
Enforcer.
cuchillos son distintos.
And then he's going to swap out. Or
Enforcer.
I can hold L2. You can see the red flash and the different knife. And now I'm the
Enforcer,
Black
no sé,
Dragon
no.
Assassin. Every swap's going to take a barometer. The other 2
Dame los
options
cuchillos.
are after
Ahí está el
backstage
Ghostface original.
pass. So that's
está
the
el
move we
Ghostface
talked
original.
about. You can hold L1 and he'll come back
Ahí
in
está
as the
Kano.
Black Dragon
Supongo.
Enforcer.
Enforcer. Ya
Or
Enforcer.
you can do the other options, like you can EX it, hold L2, and I'm the Black Dragon Assassin.
No sé cuál es.
And then
No,
lastly is
no
phone
reconozco ese
call.
cuchillo.
Same buttons, hold, and instead of doing the attack, they come in as the other killer. You can also do it off the EX version. So I'm going to hold L1 this whole time. You can see the swap. So one of the fun things is this could be pretty chaotic in gameplay for the opponent. Just like the movies, you're not, you might not know which one is which unless you're really looking.
Or did I see the flash? Did they have me? Like watching their meter is probably important in that regard.
Exactly. So now let's talk about when you're swapped. There's two ways to go back to the original Ghostface killer. One is what we've seen, about a 12-second timer. The other is if you're attacked. So I'm going to throw you. I'm going to become the enforcer, and then you're going to uppercut me.
Ya, enforcer es Keino.
Takes the damage, but does not react.
Lo
and the
suponía.
original comes in. That even means, you can't really
Pero el
do
otro
combos.
cuchillo no lo
So, for
reconozco ni
example,
mierda.
I'm going to be the assassin, and you're going to do the classic harpoon. You're going to tell me to get over here. Except I'm not. I'm going to
hijo
stay
de
over there,
puta.
and the original's going to come back in. Now, again, you do take damage. So, for one bar, it's almost like you have a shield. Maybe you won't be able to do a combo breaker.
hermano, al menos
but you
reciben
won't be
daño.
put in combos because you're not reacting.
Still going to take a touch of damage, though.
Right, but not a full combo. And again, you also have the 12-second countdown. So now let's talk about their moveset when they've swapped.
Real
¿Tuve
quick,
imaginación
might be
o
nice
como
at
que
the end of the
mejoró el
round,
agarre?
if you're almost losing, switching out, and like you have, that might be your last effort.
Exactly. Or the opposite, you have a pretty big lead, and it's kind of like an insurance policy.
Right.
So let's talk about their separate moves, special move sets. And to do that, I'm
¿Qué?
going to
Tienen
use a training
distintas
mode
habilidades,
option where you
hijos de
can
puta.
swap, so I don't have to keep going back and forth.
Enforcer.
But just to be clear, I'm going to be doing a practice reset, and I'll be starting as the enforcer assassin,
Claro.
and that's
Ghostface
just
va
for
a
the
estar
stream.
complicadísimo.
Normally,
No,
you have to use
no de
a
jugar,
bar
bueno, si
meter
jugar contra él igual.
to switch.
Pero
So now you can
gameplay
see
va a ser
I've reset,
dificilísimo.
and I'm the Black Dragon Enforcer. I got the blue aura. I got the cool big ol' knife, and I'm going to go into his moves. First thing is he has a new strength.
comprendo.
Both extra killers have one new strength, in addition to, the standard move set that we showed. So this is 2, 1, 4. He also has a shoulder check. Not quite full screen, that's kind of the max range from here. EX is safe on block, so it's kind of great to get in, check them, make them block into neutral. Also, a Rekka, a series of 3 special moves. It's 3 knives. You can use that for strike throw mix-ups. And the EX version allows you to go into combos. And then, lastly,
Pero
Black
entonces
Dragon
solamente
Enforcer
usamos
has
a dos
a single
asesinos.
kick. And if
¿No eran,
you EX
no eran
it,
tres?
big ol' combo starter.
Espera,
So the Black Dragon
Pujao
Enforcer
podría
to
ser
me is gonna be a pretty
el otro dragón
straightforward
negro.
combo character.
Ya que era un
You've got
maldito
combo
clon
extender,
de
you've
Keino.
got, pressure,
Puede que él también tenga un
close
cuchillo.
melee character that's going to add to Ghostface offense. And probably some of the best combo starters. Now
Claro,
let's
sí.
talk about Black Dragon.
Ese cuchillo es el original,
Ransom.
¿no?
So I'm going to switch to her.
I love this quality of life that we did a while back.
Oh,
where
it's
you can
amazing.
Put on the different things
So
for the
there you
characters.
see red knife, different design on the knife. And they have a knife toss, including
Exacto,
an air
Enforcer.
knife toss. And you can see
Es
it
como un
is
cuchillo
very
curvo.
quick. You can also hold it, fake it out,
El que tiene dientes de tiburón.
do
No
enhanced,
sé quién puede ser.
throw 2. Also, classic Black Dragon. the
No,
Black
espera, no,
Dragon
ahí ya, ese es
cannonball,
Keino.
exit, you get this
Ese debe ser
great
Keino, sí o sí.
animation. They'll be feeling woozy after that. And then a new string, butterfly knives, swinging wildly. They're crazy. They're a psychopath. And then Nightshade, which is this poison mist, and it's a restand. Or if you EX it, it's a straight combo starter. And I think one of the coolest things you can see with like that move is the ability to swap back and forth. Like here, I'm going to start as the original. So
Oh.
there you go. I can do backstage pass, turn into assassin, go into Nightshade, and 3 bars. Really cool combo using 2 different Ghostface.
Tan bacanes,
And then
weón.
the 12 seconds is over, and I'm back. So I think the way that I think of Ghostface is the original Ghostface, the default one, is totally meant to be a complete character that you could just learn and master, and it's pretty straightforward. That's the pizza. And the assassin and the enforcer are the toppings.
Got it.
And they could add, you saw with the knife toss, a zoning tool. You saw with the Rekkas, a pressure tool. But what if there was a way that all 3 could actually attack at once? Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, impossible.
Well, let's see the fatal blow. Hey, that pan is no joke. It killed Steven Stone. that's got to be one of the nastiest cuts in the game, I think.
The hand?
Yeah,
Oh my
it is
goodness.
so bad.
That is Ghostface.
And that is Ghostface, and I'm so excited for people to play him. I think one of the more creative and just cooler characters in the game. I could not be happier.
And you'll be able to play him very, very soon in Mortal Kombat 1. So that's pretty much it for today's stream. But
Wasn't that enough?
that was great. I had a great time with you. Can't wait to have Derek back on the couch as well at some point. But thank you so much for joining us. And of course, before we leave, we're going to show you a video that QA has put together that involves Ghostface.
And as always, thanks for the QA boys for putting this together.
Always great.
Have a good match for us.
So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. And we will see you next time on the Combat Cast.
Yeah?
Wuxi Academy.
Scary movies have made you a psycho.
Movies don't make psychos. They make psychos more creative.
Round 1. Fight.
Oye, pero en lo que corrió le podía haber pegado, weón.
Round 2. Fight.
¿Será que es Smoke, weón?
Cut flesh, scrape bone.
Final round. Fight.
No jodan.
This is my movie.
Brutality. Ghostface wins.
Estuvo bueno. Estuvo bien bueno, la verdad, weón. Thank you. Toma tu very like. Hijo de la purísima. Este sería solamente gameplay de cosplay, si no me equivoco. Ya, ¿para qué? ¿Para qué? ¿Te imagináis? Ya, bueno, ya dejémoslo hasta ahí por hoy día. Fue como un stream de 1 hora y algo. Así que bueno, al diablo. Para la próxima traiga algo más. Ah, la próxima vez cuando ya no me baneen por la weá, lo transmito de una mejor manera. Qué bacán esa parte. Y nos vemos, weón. Chao, se me cuidan. Nos vemos. Que les coche su madre, weón. Hola, hola, buena, weón. Ya. Chao, cabrón, ahí nos vemos. Adiós.